Been wanting to do this for a while. I did on and off over the years, but I learned to paint in a really hard place in my life, in federal prison. I learned to draw in solitary confinement with the pencil, and then when I got to a facility, which was Atwater Federal Prison Camp, they had acrylic paints and brushes and canvases, and it was there that I learned to paint. Not sure if I paint the right way, if there is a right way. I learned to paint just the way I paint. And it was there where I would find my peace in the art that I did. And it really helped me do my time. So like, for instance, I've always had aquariums all my life, and I've always loved having aquariums and taking care of fish and whatnot. And I would miss it because I served from 2004 to 2010, so 6 years. And I painted that painting actually of my favorite aquarium fish, which is the clown loach. I painted that in prison, and now it hangs above my aquarium. And there's actually a clown loach, if you could see it. There's two of them right there. I wanted to repurpose this channel. I've been talking to my wife Sharon a lot about it over the last couple of months, and really want to repurpose it. I know that people go on here for different reasons. I have done some reviews on my old music. I have shown some bike rides I do. I've shown a little bit of painting, but I want to be a little more focused on this channel. And I'm hoping if this is something that interests you, it's something you'll follow. I have painted so many different things, people, pets, landscapes, different things. And what I have found that I really like doing is farm workers and farms. Probably makes sense because I grew up on a ranch. My dad drove the harvester, the tomato harvester, and I've been around fields my whole life, from orchards to fields, asparagus, tomatoes, you name it. Here in growing up in Tracy, California, where my parents still live out in the ranch. So when I see people working in the fields, I see honorable people. I have all of my memories are of my grandfather working in the fields, and my mom working in the fields, my aunts, my uncles, and even me and my brothers a little bit. So it's very nostalgic for me. So not only is painting peaceful for me, but when I paint things that remind me of that childhood, it brings me even more peace, and I really like it, and I want to share it with people. And that's kind of why I'm repurposing this, because I started a farm series. In other words, the first one was La Máquina, and then I started another one called Los Trabajadores, which I'm still not finished. I finished it, but I'm not quite happy with it. But what I want to do is something a little different, and I'm just curious to see if this is something you'd want to see. What I want to do now, I'm doing a painting right now that I'm going to show you. And I'm just starting it. It was from a photo that I saw on social media, and I enhanced it a little bit to make it my own, but nevertheless, it's of a little boy watching either most likely his grandfather working the ground. And that resonated so much with me as a child seeing my dad. So I said, I want to paint that. And I've had it on my phone for months. And so I finally am starting it today. So what I want to do is, my goal is every month to paint something of the Farmer Series. It could be farm workers, it can be a field, it could be machinery, it can be just something that resonates with me. And I'm thinking once a month I want to do it. So I have the next two. This one that I'm doing with the little boy looking at his grandfather for the month of September. And I have the painting I want to do for October already. It was a trip we took to Montana. It was this house that was built in 1862, and it was of a homestead. And we were able to tour that house, and everything was still intact. Everything was the way it used to be. It was open. There was actually people that it was part of a museum. So those people that were working in it, that were dressed in those times, actually baking, actually sewing, actually working the garden. And Sharon took an amazing picture. And I said, that's going to be a painting that I want to do next, after the one with the little boy looking at his grandfather. So that's going to be for September of 2026 and October for 2026. But if there's interest, what I'd like to do is I want to actually go out and look for the next picture. Do a road trip, go somewhere, whether it's Salinas Valley, whether it's Yosemite, whether it's up in the foothills, wherever it is that me and Sharon go, because she's an amazing photographer. And go someplace, get footage of that place, actually look for a location, film that. And that way, when it finally gets down to whatever it is I'm going to paint, you went along for the ride, and you were able to see our thoughts behind why we chose that area, why we chose that picture, and then I paint it for that month. And hopefully that's something. Now, besides that, of course, I want to include some of the bike ride stuff, because sometimes I share things in my heart. Sometimes there's books I write. I might want to share about that. I'm going to go back to doing some music reviews of my old music and sharing how my thoughts are now listening to my old music. For those of you that don't know, I used to be in the music industry. I went by the name of Sir Dino. Darkroom Familia was the rap group I was in, and it had a lot of good times and a lot of hard times, and a lot of hard times led to a prison sentence, federal prison sentence. And I don't want to say it's directly to my music, but it was a lifestyle that I was living and the lifestyle that I was rapping about. But I will be sharing all that. That's why I renamed it. I'm repurposing this channel, calling it David Rocha Creative, because it's anything to do with authoring, with painting, with cycling, with music, anything to do with like that. So make sure you subscribe. And like I said, I have the next two paintings in line already, and I will be showing you as that progresses and I finish it. I did have a few galleries that were carrying my art, but listen, I think that because this resonates with me, that maybe it'll resonate with other people also. So I just wanted to share this and include this in part of this YouTube channel, and we'll see where it goes. And I think it'll be awesome, especially being able to go on a road trip and actually looking for the place and all that. And I think it calls for some fun times and interesting times, and we get to conversate along the way. So I'm gonna go back to the painting. I'm gonna fill in the sky at the very least. And as it progresses, I will show it and let you know how it comes along. All right, got some brilliant blue, titanium white. I'll mix these up a little bit so it lightens it up a little bit. Not too much. I will put a lighter later on over it. I always start by sketching it with pencil, and once I sketch it with pencil, then I outline it with a darker color, which I'd use a brown to outline. I don't want to use black. It gets too hard to get out. This is called blocking it. I start blocking the main colors. I don't get to the details till way later, last stages. But right now I want to block in the sky, the ground, some of the mountains in the distance. This is all acrylic paint. Acrylic paint is water-based, not oil-based, so it dries quicker compared to oil paint. Oil paint, depending on how thick you lay it, can take a really long time to dry. Make sure I get these edges. You know, the closer I get to finishing it later, the smaller the brushes get. But right now I just use big brushes to get big broad strokes. Mix a little bit more. Even if I go over my lines, I can always come back and clean it up. I try not to, because why make the job harder later? But if I do, it's not nothing to be panicked about. The main thing is to block it in. Get all the major colors in there. Now, I never knew even to draw before I got locked up. I couldn't draw a stick man to save my life. So it's funny, sometimes situations in your life, you find gifts about you that you had no idea you had. Okay, I just have a little bit more excess paint, so I don't want to waste it. So I'll just lay it on there. Next, I'll block the field that they're standing on. And then later, I come back and add different tones, different blues to give it that realistic texture. Because if you ever look at the sky, it's not completely exactly one same blue or one same. There's always different shades. Sometimes there's really distant clouds that make certain part of the sky lighter than other parts. Sometimes in the horizon it's lighter or darker. But these are things that come after. Everything's done in stages. It's all stages, you gotta remember that. I remember when I first started, I thought it just had to be perfect. I think I wasted a lot of time instead of just enjoying it, enjoying the moment and just blocking it, knowing that that's stage one.